What the heck is a string key?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome, one and all. Ho-ho-hos are up above me. But welcome to Jabronis United and happy holidays to all. I am your host, the real deal, Ryan O'Regan. With me, as always, is Major Day. I don't miss.
No, for the holidays is Dayveonne Bussy.
Yeah, one time I actually tried to do it. You coal-loving mother. I
Wonderful.
Wait. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, on my right, that's Carl King City Sniper. The real deal, King City No.
If I could cut this out, I would. And also above me is what would normally be the sniper Kyle Krieger, but instead looks like a poke egg.
It's the fluffiest unicorn ever. Get it right.
The fluffiest. That's a unicorn.
That's a unicorn. It's so fluffy you're gonna die.
Okay, wrong movie, man. Wrong movie. We'll be talking about movies tonight, and as well as AEW Dynamite at the 10 o'clock hour. But Kyle, where are you? Really? Where?
He's the unicorn.
Put the coin down.
No,
Put the unicorn
keep
down.
the unicorn. Keep the unicorn.
Wrong holiday. Wrong holiday.
No,
the unicorns
down. Do appear on Christmas, so stop.
Can't with you. I mean, I can, but still, I don't want to.
Or I can
Inmates
say
running the asylum.
Yes.
All right. Well, while
Howard
Tyler Corn over there gets his bearings together, we wanted to do a little holiday special for you tonight. Of course, as always, Jabronis United broadcasting every Wednesday at 9:30. We are actually 4 subscribers away from 300 on YouTube. So if you can subscribe, do all the things that you're supposed to do on there. But we wanted to do a little holiday treat for everybody. Kyle's back on camera. Thank you. And a jingle bell to you too, Tyler.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
But yeah, we wanted to do something a little fun this week, especially considering the wrestling world has had a little bit of a downward spiral as far as people being arrested, people being sick. So in the spirit of the holiday, we're doing something a little joyous, a little festive. We're basically going to knock on the fact that most wrestlers are not great actors, especially around the holidays.
It's a Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, every Adam Copeland that's in the new Percy Jackson television series, as well as MJF being in the new Iron Claw movie, we get a lot of people who try to transition into television and film, and for some reason, the holidays have been like a nice little niche for some of them to try to explore.
By niche,
and
niche.
To my credit, I think out of all these movies, there's only one good one.
What is
the Sportster actually went ahead and posted up a list of 8 wrestlers who went ahead and put themselves into Christmas movies. I didn't realize there was that many movies.
A surprising number of them.
I'm surprised.
I mean, it's not uncertain for wrestlers to go into acting. Certainly, we've seen Dwayne Johnson do it. Dave Bautista's done it. Roddy Piper with, kicking ass and chewing bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. There are some people that are able to execute it well.
But that wasn't a Christmas film. That was
this ain't them. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to go down the list, and I am actually going to show you the IMDb pages, and if I can, show you the trailers for some of these movies, just so you have an idea that while the holidays may bring some people down, these movies, just by existing, will make you laugh.
Make you laugh, make you cry, make you stay,
in television in general.
and bring back the Christmas spirit of cheesiness. Yeah.
So, the first one on the list
This thing's so huge.
is one that I think most people are probably familiar with, only because it's Hulk Hogan. Not necessarily saying it's a good film, but then again, none of his films are good.
Wow.
I'm
I'm sure you can name one.
Santa with muscles.
Yeah, that one, no.
No, yeah. Just by you saying Santa.
Here's the
with
real
muscles.
question, though. What's a better movie? This movie or anything on Hallmark Channel?
Oh, we'll get the Hallmark stuff.
Dang, that's hard.
There's Hallmark quality out there.
What I probably would have done with the Hogan besides the Hallmark Channel, because at least there's some slamming involved.
Well, the thing is, this is also weird because this is like that time when Hogan had like his short blonde hair and it looked like it was
It looked awful. Just say it looked awful.
not real, but not a toupee. So he just looks odd without the bald head.
Awful.
Let's go ahead and play the trailer for you folks. And keep in mind, this is all fair use. This is what's on IMDb or YouTube when it comes to it. So you can't blame me for nothing.
Kyle, Ryan, audio.
Hold on. I'm getting to it.
And he's definitely been naughty. To make his getaway, he's going to make a mockery of the world's most beloved hero.
Do you have a minute?
Fox me, you little brat.
That's him.
But sometimes, the only way you can feel the spirit of Christmas
Where'd he go?
is to be hit over the head with it.
Santa!
What? It's showtime.
Now, this confused bad boy is Santa, like you've never seen him before. A bearded basher of bad guys.
Yeah!
A hero with a...
Okay. So, in case you didn't see the plot of this yet, the plot is a heartless millionaire believes he is Santa Claus after an accident renders him amnesiac.
Wonderful. That is Oscar worthy right there. Truly Oscar worthy.
First of all, I know Hogan has had probably $1 million in his lifetime. But
he's had a few $1 million in his lifetime.
The contrivity is just unbound. But this is classic 90s. This is 96. This is like par for the course when it comes to like straight to video. So I'm not surprised by it. This is right up there with Suburban Commando or No Holds Barred.
I put Suburban Commando over this thing.
Suburban Commando?
I was frozen today.
Yeah, I'd take that over this.
Oh, there's more.
The silly hat. A Robin Hood in red.
Who were those guys anyway?
Oh, they work with Mr. Frost. He's been clearing out the whole neighborhood, and no one knows why.
And he's got 3 days to foil a band of evil scientists.
Assemble the team. We're taking the orphanage.
Wait till Santa hears about this. He'll kick your butt to New Year's.
Santa, you slay me.
Oh, wow.
Hulk Hogan is Santa with an attitude.
Wow.
Keep the milk and cookies warm.
Santa with some friends.
Wouldn't want to be on.
Santa with a mission.
How are we supposed to get over this?
And most of all, he's Santa with muscles.
They can't start Christmas without me. Can they?
There have been many Santas,
You're not Santa. You're fed.
but there's only one named Hulk.
Well, all you had to do was not.
Santa with muscles.
Pause.
Let's say it sounded like
Pause.
it sounded like Dayveonne at the end.
Pause.
It did a little bit. So
No,
yeah, you got some '90s classics like Don Stark, Garrett Morris.
but can we
Uh,
talk about the
Kunis.
Oh my
elephant?
God, Mila Kunis is one of the kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
No.
Yes, please.
How about the unicorn in the room?
No, the unicorn, whatever. Money came out his mouth like, Santa, can you slay me?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Are you serious? And this
Yeah.
won't be a kid film?
They throw random stuff in there, especially if it's a crappy movie like that, because in their mind they think it's funny. Ha ha
By the
ha!
way, Tyler, it's because of movies like this that he became Hollywood Hogan.
Oh God.
Keep that in mind.
Ah!
Dave, what are you doing? Stop yourself.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna wreck yourself.
No, I'm not. I probably would have
Ed
done a
Begley
better job
Jr.,
than
Steve
Hogan.
Valentine, some classic names that I recognize. But yeah,
But no,
mind you,
honestly,
this is
the
a
biggest
movie
name
that is
after Hogan.
2.6 out of 10 as far as IMDb. So that goes to show what's going on there.
A true classic.
Wait.
Now, funny enough, the fact that they actually had the line "Santa, you slay me" brings us to the next movie on the list, which is
A much better movie.
It is?
Yep.
Santa's Sleigh.
Okay.
This one is it's a cheesy B-rated horror movie, but I think it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It's one of those entertainingly. It's one of those so bad it's entertaining
much
movies.
Better by the look of it.
It's Goldberg. It's friggin' Goldberg.
There's no audio.
Oh, hold on 1 second. It's going without me going. Hold on. There we go.
It knows better.
All right, let's see what this trailer looks like. Now, from what I understand, this is probably one of the better movies that any wrestler has made outside of like the big names in Hollywood. But as far as like straight to video, let alone horror comedy, this is up there. So this might be the one to watch this week.
Potentially.
Grandpa, I want the truth about Christmas.
If it's the truth you want, then it's the scary truth you're gonna have.
According to the Book of Claus, Santa, Satan's only son, lost a bet and was forced to spread Christmas cheer. But now,
all over the walls,
all bets are off.
Santa?
Yes, there is a Santa.
Wow. Ooh. This is like Violent Night.
Ho, ho, ho.
It kind of is.
Wow.
Santa Claus is not a myth or a legend. He's real.
Oh,
He's not carrying gifts and presents anymore.
Christmas can sure scare the
Talk about kicking the dog.
Very educational.
I'm just trying to spread a little Yuletide fear.
Are you saying Santa?
Okay, hold up.
It has the punny lines. Yeah. It has the schlockiness. You even kick the dog. It is a B-rated
Wait.
It is a B-rated movie.
I expected it to be.
Wait. I'm going to pause y'all right there before you press start. Just a reminder for anybody that supports PETA, the dog. That was a fake dog. That wasn't a real dog.
No. He actually kicked a real dog.
No, he didn't kick the dog.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we know.
Oh wow, that's so far is like I want to watch it. I gotta find out where I can.
No,
watch
it's like I said, it's entertaining. It is full of cheesy quotes, all done by Bill Goldberg, Jewish wrestler, a Jewish wrestler, I might add, playing Santa Claus. So,
do you think that's why they got him to do that one? Because it's like, yeah, you have to play Santa, but you kill everybody.
Yes
so
and no.
Santa
yes and no, because they were probably looking for a wrestler. or at least someone who looks intimidating. And at that time, Bill Goldberg looked like he could crush your
You're
head.
next.
That was in the movie.
Well, yeah, think about it. This was 2005, so that would have been like
It's like peak Goldberg.
right after WWE bought WCW and ECW.
Right.
The invasion angle was already taken care of. They would have brought Goldberg in to probably fight on Austin, who in his own right was probably moving towards movies with the Condemned and stuff. So it's like, wow. They just let him go loose. And there was a plethora of people they could have picked.
Like who?
You know, I hate to say it, but if we're talking about like a big beefy Santa, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner would
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, absolutely.
I couldn't cast him. No, he's not good working at the wrestling, and he's not good working on TV or B-rated films.
But imagine if he tried to do Steiner math. As
You got a 133 and 1/3 chance of getting coal.
Exactly. Yes.
No, that would be hilarious.
You're on my naughty list.
Don't give me ideas. All right, let's finish the trailer.
Santa is offing everyone who's naughty and nice.
Nicholas shot him.
You shot Santa?
Run away! Santa's on the loose!
This holiday season,
Lock your doors. Bolt the windows. Oh, Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
Everyone stand back. Things are about to get a little messy.
and block the chimney. 'Cause naughty or nice, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa's sleigh.
Go ahead, kid. Let's see what Santa got you.
I hate children.
Yo, now I gotta watch this. This is really good. I
It's
like,
so corny. I
I'm
love it.
intrigued. Oh, I got it on Vita.
Okay, so I guess any of those like paying rental sites like Vudu or Tubi or something, you can probably do it there.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's on Amazon.
Yeah, as a freebie, so we don't have to pay.
And no, IMDb says 2005, but again, he probably filmed it in 2004.
Oh yeah. No, it's fantastic. It's like I said, it is cheesy as hell. You got the lines, you got Bill Goldberg hamming it up. And yeah, if you like just random murder films, you could go a lot worse than this.
Yeah.
Hell, you could go with the Hulk Hogan one that we showed beforehand.
Oh God, no.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a good amount of movies that you can find on like streaming that has like an evil Santa.
Oh yeah, like Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah.
Well, no,
This
no. That wasn't an evil Santa.
Or Bad Santa.
Okay, Bad Santa. Yeah.
Trust me, there are plenty of evil Santa movies.
Yeah.
But this one has Bill Goldberg in it.
But Bill Goldberg gave it that flair.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and I don't mean Ric Flair. I'm talking about that flair.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So there's like Silent Night, Christmas Horror Story, Christmas Bloody Christmas.
You talking about Violent Night, not Silent Night.
No, there is a movie called Silent Night that is evil Santa. Christmas Horror Story. Like you just look up evil Santa movies in Google, and you'll get a whole pile of just indie crappy yet fun movies.
Now, as far as the cast,
like I think Christmas Bloody Christmas is Robo Santa.
Oh wow!
Yes.
This whole cast list: Robert Culp, Dave Thomas, Sal Rubinek, Emil DeRavin, who anyone that watched Once Upon a Time, you should know her.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca Ahart, Chris Kattan dies in this movie. He has to.
If he didn't, that would be very depressing.
Fran Drescher, wow. That, like, I almost want to watch it to see how many of these people actually stayed alive.
Honestly, you know what it feels like? It feels like the Sharknado movies.
It does, yes. Like, this easily could have been a sci-fi film.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say sci-fi film, but definitely horror. You could make Santa a lot more demonic than Bill Goldberg.
No, but Sci-Fi Channel, that's the only place you
Oh,
would
yeah,
watch
fine.
it.
Yes, fair enough, yes.
A sci-fi original.
Up next on the Hallmark Channel, Santa's Sleigh!
Right.
Oh, God. Y'all keep talking about Hallmark one more time.
Now,
Mark the halls with crappy movies.
It's a little tricky because it's not so much that they're starring roles like Hogan and Goldberg were, but they definitely make some appearances in the next two, which is actually part of a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who know Jingle All the Way.
This one. Oh, no. This one was just
also
bad.
another Santa in that film that's played by Paul White, a.k.a. The Big Show.
Oh, I thought you meant the sequel.
No.
Not the sequel.
Which has Santino Marella in it.
No, we'll get to that. But I did at least want to show, since it's only a cameo and it's not like he's in the whole trailer, I did want to show the scene here where he is fighting.
Put that cookie down! I love this movie.
I'm gonna deck your halls.
I appreciate good corny lines. Jingle bells, jingle bells, all the way. Ride in the one-horse open sleigh. Of course.
Little buddy.
With health bars. I should have played the one with health bars.
Wow.
Oh, God, no.
But see, to me, that's showing me that, like,
he's
that's
gonna
them
play the
doing
one with
exactly what they
health
need to do for something. Like, Big Show is not the best actor, but they utilized him properly.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all can agree to that.
Yeah.
Now, yes, there is a second movie in the Jingle All the Way series.
Oh, Lord.
That is starring Larry the Cable Guy with the Milan Miracle, Santino Marella, as his best friend.
Calm down.
So,
calm down, Viper. Calm down.
While there isn't exactly much to show as far as that, what I can do is at least give you the trailer for Jingle All the Way 2. And I think through that, you'll have enough of an idea that the capability that
Nice snake.
this sequel has compared to the original.
Because nice snake.
So here we are. There's Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, God.
Going from one of my favorite movies in Jingle All the Way to a sequel that I want to shoot myself with, it's this movie just sucked.
Order of Christmas, I bring to everybody Larry's Radar Lights.
You sure this is safe?
Of course it is. I rigged it myself.
It's awesome! It's like a palace.
And now, as they say in French, the peace of the resistance.
This is going to be the best Christmas ever!
Okay.
That's the trailer.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
I
all
could
they
do it.
used.
I could do without that.
Well, the plot of it is Larry's daughter Noelle,
Uh-huh.
because you know Christmas, wants one thing for Christmas: a talking bear. Her stepdad Victor, who was the bald guy, intends to make sure that Larry can't get one.
Hmm.
Mind you, this is a 3.8 out of 10.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's hard to see why. And yeah, I see no one I know here except Reno Collier. I know he's a stand-up, but
But the
yeah, this
movie.
movie has nobody. And
You know
mind you,
what?
this was a film made by WWE Film Productions back when they were doing that sort of thing. Back in 2014.
Yeah. 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 Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dayveonne sounds make all the sense in the world. Now, I've got time for one more, and then we'll go over to the AEW Dynamite Rewind, and then we'll do the rest of the films after.
This is more fun.
Yeah. This is
Right.
more.
But I did want to leave it with like a proper note. So one of them is actually a documentary. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But there was a documentary called I Am Santa Claus about the men and sometimes women who dress up as Santa for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you 3 guesses as to what wrestler dresses up as Santa for the holidays that is in this.
The
Mick
Miz?
Foley. Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. Yeah.
Yes,
That's a good one. Yeah. All right. I remember he did a movie.
And that was just a straight up guess.
Well, I mean, anyone that's ever watched his show, you know he has that like that whole Christmas room that's dedicated to Santa.
Yeah.
He
Legitimate.
his daughter Noelle. I mean, he's very Christmas oriented. So I can't be surprised that he would participate in something like this. Which, out of all these films, this is probably like the most wholesome.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, this is a wholesome moment. So be prepared. We're not going to be.
Well, I mean, it's a nice film. I mean,
I know.
It's saying positive.
Oh my God. See a bloody hand, ladies and gentlemen.
I am Santa Claus.
I see a bloody hand.
Of an entire year in the lives of 5 real bearded professional Santa Clauses to find out what the rest of the year is like for a man who perpetually looks like Jolly Saint Nick.
Jolly Saint Nick, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
jolliest.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the posters that they would have used for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Foley as Santa Claus.
Have a nice day.
Imagine if you ever did Santa with the Mankind mask on.
That will be freaking awesome.
Santa Sleigh Part 2.
And this is actually probably the most highest Christmas films that the wrestlers are in. 6.5 out of 10. So it's pretty decent. If you can find it, I do recommend watching because it's like the only one I've actually watched.
Oh my God, a bloody hand.
What can I tell you? It's St. Patrick's Day. We're all drunk.
When I finally found out that there was any such thing as men who like men, I knew that was what I had been all along.
Oh, well, I don't just do real estate. I also take pictures of the Easter Bunny.
I make mean barbecue, ribs, pulled pork.
I'm on
Oh,
staff
God, don't tell me
of
more.
what is popularly called a sex club. And you'll notice it says right here, no nudity at the buffet.
A little bit of Santa's cookies.
Guys, whenever we get to be that age, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I wonder what we would like have to do to like curl the beards or get it all right or do something with the hair, stuff like that?
I'm probably going to shave.
You would shave?
Yeah.
Though I think
I
we
don't
do need to
know.
cut down on the audio just to avoid getting tagged by YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I dream of like having a beard like that. I do. Like, think about it. The entire year, you're all like Santed up, and you can be Santa any time of the year. That's cool. You guys want to be Santa all year?
No. Oh, I understand. I understand that there's definitely more. That they definitely have lives outside of the mall Santa job, but it's like, well, all right. If for those who want to watch it, they definitely get the full deal.
Yep.
They will get the full deal, and honestly, cool, good for them.
But you wouldn't want to do it.
Would I? No.
Ah, come on.
Nope.
It's so joyous and cheerful as it is.
Oh, I am massively joyful and cheerful. But yeah. So.
Okay.
Hi,
Robert,
Rob.
I'm giving you that because I know you do the elf stuff.
Yeah. Hi, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Rob.
Am I...
Santa. I know
Run
him.
away.
There you go. You run away, indeed.
Tyler, if I could, I would. But
indeed.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. Can't run away just yet because it is after the 10 o'clock hour. So we're taking a break from the Santa stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to get into what is. I mean, they still have an AEW Dynamite next week, right?
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so.
It's not the last one of the year, but certainly.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because Christmas is on Monday, so
yes.
Yeah, no, it's like after that, it's back. It doesn't fall on the day, so they'll probably have it if not a pre-taped one.
Yep.
So let's get into the aftermath. And first things first, I think you want to talk about elephants in the room. It has to be stated that before this episode, we did hear about the unfortunate derailment of Kenny Omega, who is stricken with diverticulosis. Did I say that right?
Yeah, close enough. It's a rough one.
Yeah. But it's basically the same thing that had Brock Lesnar out for so long. That it almost killed Brock Lesnar.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I do wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
So.
And I will say, I think what they did tonight in addressing it, as far as Chris Jericho being given the spotlight to go ahead and talk to Kenny and talk to the audience, to let them know what's going on and whether or not this is going to hugely affect Jericho versus Big Bill and Rick Starks for the tag team belts, since the Golden Jets are not going to be a part of it anymore now. I don't know if that means he's going to get another tag partner or what's going to be, but him sending out well wishes and Jericho kind of like, I don't want to say breaking kayfabe, but really just like a genuine human at this time of year with this circumstance.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
yeah, I got no issue.
And being like, I can't believe you did this to me, or I'm gonna pick up someone else, or I'll make my own tag team with blackjack and hookers or whatever. I love that they let Jericho do this.
Yeah, it was a good move. Absolutely good move.
Very good move.
But
because of that, does this put Jericho in a different light for you after everything that's going on this year? With
no.
No.
But it was like the decent human thing to do.
No, exactly.
It was a
Fair.
decent human thing. So it's like if this were like 20 years ago, maybe, but it's like we have people trying to keep kayfabe, but then there's like a line where it's like where you can basically just go, okay, no, we can break it for this. Get well soon. I'll beat your ass back in the ring. Blah 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 blah. But make a full recovery.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a human element,
Right?
but nah, it was the right thing to do. And you know what? It's outside of the show, outside of the ring, and outside of the character. Fine.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, this does make me now interested in this match, especially after the crap they pulled last week with the little vignette they did between the two of them and the ring, and the promo that everyone was just hooting and hollering about how bad it was.
It was so bad it was entertaining, I thought.
Wait, who's promo?
Last week when they had
the Golden Jets.
Yeah.
It was yeah. But like I said, they did throw in a few references to Enzo Amore in there, which I thought was funny.
Which is a Jersey native.
Yes, he is.
As promising as that is.
But no. But yeah, let's get to the matches. So we could get back into
there were three to finish up pretty much the gold side of the Continental Classic.
Mm-hmm. But you have the Gold League. Let's say I think you had like Moxley versus Jay White. You had Strickland versus Rush, and Briscoe versus Lethal. Then you had a few extra matches between Commander versus Roderick Strong, Riho versus Saraya,
which good to finally
MJF
see Roderick
and
Strong
Samoa Joe
wrestling as opposed to being the stuck in the wheelchair thing.
Yes, rather than being the butt monkey outside the ring, there'll be one inside. But the show kicked off well. It kicked off with Swerve Strickland versus Rush. So they started off the show with one of their hottest wrestlers right now. Like the crowd was into it. So yeah, it was, and Rush, and they've been using Rush pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a good one. This was actually a really good match, and Strickland won it, but it was really, really good. So yeah, no, they need more stuff like this. Like they need to start the shows off right, and this was probably one of their best starts in a long time.
It's one of those things where it's like I really wonder what they'll do with Rush afterwards, though. Because let's face it, La Faction Ingobernables, if I'm saying that correctly. It's a faction that really hasn't gotten a lot of attention, unless it's Rush doing this. Like, could you even tell me who the other members are?
Not off the top of my head.
No.
Exactly. You know, it doesn't have the designation like Blackpool Combat Club or
Black,
the Elite, or even, God forbid, the Dark Order have. So I'm hoping that after this, they're not just gonna put Rush to the side again. I want to see the whole faction pushed. If anything, make it grow. Make it be like AEW's version of the LWO, which you could do.
Yeah.
I would say out of any faction in AEW, I think this one is the most forgotten about. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, yeah.
No, can't.
Yeah, well, in that case, moving on to the next match.
Yeah.
We have another Continental Classic Gold League match with Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal. This one wasn't as good as the Strickland match previously, but it was still a decent competitive match. It ended with Briscoe defeating Jay Lethal surprisingly. I thought Lethal would have been the one to go over on this one, but I was wrong. But yeah, I can't talk. These two have had a long history in Ring of Honor. I know that.
Yes.
So, and the match definitely was a quality match in terms of competitive. Personally, I don't think it was better than the Strickland one, but it was good. It was still a good match. Briscoe earned the victory with the J Driller, and yeah, so it kind of pushes the story forward with Lethal in regards to potentially splitting from the Jarretts and whatnot, but I don't think they did a good job with Lethal in this tournament because he didn't win a single match in it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing that kind of irks me. Like I thought that they would have given him one win, but they didn't.
Yeah.
That for someone as highly regarded and hyped up as Jay Lethal, I think that was a mistake.
Right. And another Jersey native.
Have both of them like that. Who do you give the loss to? Do you give it to Lethal or do you give it to Briscoe?
I would give the loss to Briscoe. But that's
really you would choose Briscoe.
Me. Yep. Because it's technically still his rookie year as a singles competitor in AEW.
But his brother.
Yeah. Well, it's like honestly, these two should have gotten more wins instead of being in this position.
Right.
So.
Right, but the thing is, obviously, they're pushing the narrative with like the three mainstays: Moxley, Swerve, and Jay White.
But the thing is, Moxley doesn't need the push.
True.
I thought he was going to take some time off for a bit after the last pay-per-view,
right?
But apparently not. So
it's one of those things where it's like, again, this goes back to what I've said about the Continental Classic. You know, I like that they've gone ahead and had these few people picked to win this competition. But when it's the same people every week, over and over, it makes the roster look small and it doesn't really do anything to enhance talent when there are talent that have already been enhanced before this thing. Personally, I'm fine of Swerve being in it. I'm fine with even Jay White being in it. I don't think Moxley needed to be in this. Any thoughts?
I really agree with both of y'all. Like, I really don't understand why Moxley is involved with this. He should be focusing on the main title picture more so than this particular title picture. Because right now, how many titles they have? They have the AEW World Title, the Intercontinental title, who's being held by Orange Cassidy, and this title, because whoever wins both belts of Ring of Honor and AEW's new title. Am I correct?
To be honest, I'm not certain. I just thought this was going to be like another thing like the Owen Hart tournament.
No, because whatchamacallit put his titles on the line. So, and I think he's no longer champion.
Possibly.
So, the only person I've really seen winning this whole thing is Strickland.
He should. He absolutely should.
And the
it's going to be Strickland versus Moxley.
Yeah. The thing is, Jay White doesn't really need it either. No. Like, he's already been in the program with MJF, him and Bullet Club Gold, along with the Guns. It's like, he doesn't need the extra push. He just needs his boys around him, which unfortunately Juice is out on injury.
Yeah, because I was about to say, Because I was about to say Juice should have been in the tournament, but like he said, he's injured.
Oh no, if Juice was in this instead of White, that would be awesome. But I really think Juice needs to have just as much camera time as Jay does.
Right. So,
but what about that third match? How'd that look?
Well, after the Briscoe Lethal match, you had the MJF. You had the MJF promo with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe called out MJF. They keep doing. It's like
it's the same old stuff over.
Yeah. It's the same old stuff, and it lost. I feel that it's just lost all of its energy. It's a angle that's kind of that kind of just is ending in a fart. It's
this whole devil thing has gone on long enough.
Yes, exactly. It's like they had some intrigue going early on, but then they did nothing with it. It was just like, same thing each week. Happened again. Who's the devil? 3 weeks, like more than 3 weeks in a row at this point. It's just, yeah.
Like, it is getting kind of boring, and it's like, do something different.
We need a payoff.
Yeah.
And they'd give us somebody, maybe not the main devil, but at least one of them unmasked.
Exactly.
Because now we're getting into like aces and eights territories.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like there were some good parts inside the promo. Like,
yeah,
they could still work the mics well, and they actually incorporated a few of the crowd chants in it, which I always like. But for the most part, it's like, we need a payoff. We can't keep doing the same cryptic message crap, the same thing each friggin' week, and it's like, I'm just like, I want to see them fight. I'm at that point, and if they keep delaying it, it's going to take away from the potential payoff.
Or maybe the payoff is at the pay-per-view event when they
Which it will be. So we're going to be stuck with another couple weeks of the same this essentially the same promo.
Okay.
Now I can tell you this, based upon reports that I've seen from other outlets, I can tell you it's not Jungle Boy. Because technically his hiatus or his time away from AEW is still active. So it wouldn't cross over to the fact of him being utilized for any of this.
It turns out to be Vince McMahon. It was me, Austin.
All right, guys.
It was me all along.
Wow.
Would not be the first time. Would not be the first time.
But I will say this to the audience, but also to y'all too. Who do you think the devil is?
Enzo Amore.
You say Enzo Amore?
Enzo Amore.
Oh wow.
No, it's probably going to end up being Adam Cole. At least it'll probably end up being Adam Cole or something.
I hate to think that it's going to be Adam Cole, but I think simply for the fact that Kyle O'Reilly is supposed to be on his way back.
It could be O'Reilly. I originally thought it was probably going to be like Roderick Strong or something, but
that's going to be one more person into the whole shtick. So, yeah, it might as well be Cole if you're going to have that many people on that side.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be the return of the Dark Order, which, instead of just making this random devil crap, they could have brought them back.
But who would you have for it?
Any of them at this point.
I would agree with that.
Hell, have Excalibur. Make it be Excalibur or something. Have JR be revealed as the devil. I don't know. I don't care at this point. It's I don't know. They've dragged it out, I think, a bit too long, and it feels stagnant.
Right.
I know it's only been like a month or so, but it's
the same old.
It's a stink. Yeah, exactly. It's like like I said at the start, I was interested. And then they just basically just did the same promo for the past 3 weeks, and you got to mix it up a little bit. You're better on the you guys are better writers than that.
Right.
So
Well,
you can't keep doing the same promo each week and expect the same hype reactions.
Well, I will say this. Whoever the devil is,
devil, it's the devil inside.
Will have to dethrone MJF so he can go to WWE.
Perhaps.
The
devil inside.
And it has to be somebody.
Could be Ospreay.
Or it could be somebody we're looking at right now.
Nicholas.
No. Someone we're looking at right now.
The Unicorn.
Nope.
Not me.
Are you the devil, Dayveonne? Dayveonne, the real devil, Busey?
I'll never tell because whoever the devil is.
Congratulations. You're cutting the same damn promo that they are.
I will never tell because if I was the person that's attacking MJF, he would never know it was me because the incident that happened was like 3 years ago. And for me to go after him now, after he turned face, to make me think Hello? Okay. To make me no, maybe not. But I will say one thing. If I ever meet MJF, it's going to be personal. And that's all. Go back to the regular.
Not at all foreboding. No,
not for voting. No, I'm just saying as clear shot.
You know who it's going to be?
Who?
It's going to be Bill Goldberg in a Santa costume. So, back to the results.
Yeah.
Promo. Bleh. So, the next match after that was Riho versus Saraya. And Riho is continually getting her push. There was a kind of a scary moment with a Northern Lights suplex, but Saraya was all right.
Okay.
And but you had Toni Storm on the side with opera glasses, and she actually did she actually cut to commercial, much to the chagrin of Excalibur, which that was actually pretty darn funny. And but yeah, so Riho defeated Saraya, and so continuing that storyline along. After that, we had Commander versus Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong
and Roderick Strong got a win.
Yeah.
In a decent match.
Because it's Roderick Strong.
Now, see, like this is the stuff that you should have in regards to the devil angle, because you have Strong being the one that's constantly accusing Samoa Joe about it, but it's more than just the same promo each week. You actually have a match. There's actually something good going on. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Good. This is the much better thing that we needed. But the angle is still stale at this point. Mm-hmm. At least we got a good match from Roderick Strong out of it.
Especially considering when was the last time he actually had a match?
Mm-hmm. A while.
Oh, wow.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things where it's like you hear enough about Roderick Strong. If you know anything about him from NXT, you know what his work was over there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you didn't really get to see much of him active in the ring when he first premiered. because then it went to this whole, working with the Kingdom neck raise, trying to convince Adam Cole not to be buddy stuff.
Mhm.
So it's nice to actually see the Messiah of the backbreaker actually go ahead and do work, which I think is where AEW is always its strongest, letting wrestlers showcase their talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But at the end, so this is the match that closed off the show. But you had Strong in the Kingdom distribute MJF is the devil signs, which was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I got some entertainment out of that one. But yeah, so correction, that did not close out the show. I believe that there was one more match on that one. You also I believe there was a or at least what it was scheduled for. It was what? Oh yeah. The match that ended the show was John Moxley versus Jay Wright. I was incorrect on the show ending. It cut to commercial after that, and then we started the show here. So
right, because that was going to be the match that determined whether or not it was going to be like a two-way dance for last place, or if it was going to be a three-way with Jay White.
And match was good. So it's like I'm looking at the replays of it. Match was good. Match looked good. Had some had a lot of back and forth. Moxley hit his paradigm shift. White hit the Kiwi Crusher. Both kickouts. And yeah. So basically White won on a counterattack by hitting the Blade Runner.
Nah.
So we have so Jay White got the win over Moxley. Okay. So we're gonna probably see Strickland versus Jay White.
Yay!
Well, no, I thought that made it a three-way between the three of them for last place.
Well, at the very least, they are not last place. Well, we have but we're getting them involved because Jay White basically after the match, Strickland's music hit. He comes out and Jay White attacks Moxley's knee. So maybe we're gonna have the injury angle with Moxley, and we're gonna have Strickland versus White, which I think will be a fantastic match.
Yeah.
Of course, and also does become a question of who's going to be over on the blue side winning. Which, to be honest, since the blue contenders don't really get too much light on Dynamite as much as like the Gold Series has.
Well, it was.
I couldn't even tell you who's in the lead on blue.
Nah. Well, let's.
All I know is if it does end up becoming Moxley at the end, I want him to go up against Eddie Kingston.
Oh God.
I want that again. I don't know if it's just me, but anytime Moxley and Kingston are in the match together, I lose. I become a fan.
Well, honest, personally, I want to see. For the Blue League matchups, we have Danielson versus Castagnoli. So that should be a fantastic match.
Right.
So you have two Blackpool members going at it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I would love to see Castagnoli in it, but it'll probably be Danielson going over. It'll probably end up being either. Well, it's going to be Danielson versus either Kingston or Idolo for the representative from the Blue League.
I'm still going Kingston.
Okay.
Put my money on Kingston. $5, easy money.
You said $5? I would say Danielson.
Okay.
See, I like Danielson, but Danielson seems to be more involved with stuff behind the scenes rather than whatever's in the ring.
He's been getting pushed lately.
Drive to be like, oh, I want this championship.
I don't know. He's been getting the push.
He's been getting the push because he's, physically capable of wrestling, and they're trying to get as many years off of him still as they can. he's gonna retire probably within the next 2 or 3.
Perhaps.
So it seems wasteful to go ahead and put an inaugural belt on.
But then he might end up losing it after a couple shows
Yeah.
because they're probably not Danielson. Yeah, you could put the inaugural belt on him and then have his retirement match being when he does drop it.
Facts.
Perhaps.
So you still want to do that $5?
I'm still doing $5. Look, Kingston, a local boy. All right, he's people.
All right. Y'all heard it here.
All right,
y'all heard it here.
When it comes to us big-bellied people in wrestling, Kingston is like one of our triumvirate of gods.
Kingston,
he shows us that regardless of body type, you can go ahead and slap people around.
Kingston would not look out of place at a Magic the Gathering tournament.
I just love the aesthetic, man. It's like he's like if the Brooklyn Brawler ever got a proper push in WWE, that's Kingston.
All right.
I still say Daniel.
Okay.
Who would you have?
What for me?
Yeah,
I'm not making a bet on this one.
Oh, come on!
Not on this one.
I
ain't putting my money on one that I am not entirely sure about.
You think it's like 50-50 even money? It could go either way?
I honestly, yes. Do I think that Danielson would beat Castagnoli? Yes. But it depends. I'm not sure if it's going to be Idolo or Kingston, depending on, because both of them have been getting a push with it. And after Moxley lost to White, they might use, and being that Kingston has a belt right now, or has belts right now, I don't think they probably could use Kingston in a different match. I think Idolo will win personally, but there's going to be shenanigans that will cost Kingston the match, and I think it'll end up being Danielson versus Idolo, but I'm not going to put money on that.
By the way, I just love it that you're calling him Idolo instead of Andrade.
Andrade, El Idolo.
I know.
I'm used to. I say last names.
No, because I think Andrade. I think the match that they're trying to look for that is Andrade versus. What's his name?
Miro.
Yeah.
So this whole thing with Miro and CJ Perry, that's got to pay off at some point.
So we'll maybe Miro will interfere and cost Andrade the match.
That I could see.
There's a lot of angles that could happen with that particular match.
Right.
A lot of potential angles, and none of which I am overly confident about. It's like I don't think it's going to be a clean. I don't think it's going to be a clean victory for either one of them.
No. I mean, while
or at least it should.
Gold has been, stellar match after stellar match. What you expect from professional wrestling. I do like the idea that there are more shenanigans that could happen over in Blue. Just because of the outside people that aren't involved yet. So if that's going to be the case, fine. I still want Kingston to go all the way. If Idolo beats Kingston, I want Miro getting in there.
Yes.
Do it for your bride. Redeem her.
Redeem her.
But all right. Anything else Dynamite wise?
Nothing Dynamite wise. So let's get back to our holiday movies, but make sure that we stick to images.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we should mention as far as like AEW is concerned, we know that World's End is going to be next weekend on the 30th.
Yes.
So we will be doing our predictions next week for AEW World's End.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if anybody wants to get involved, whether it be Jeffrey that we had last time, or Tyler, even Rob Manning, who doesn't follow wrestling, if you want to go ahead and get in on this, you can go ahead and do your predictions for the matches. You can do them along with us, since we'll probably, at the time that we do the show, we'll have the most up-to-date card. I doubt there's going to be much changing from that Wednesday into Saturday. So if you want to join us next week and do a part of that, feel free to do so. In the meantime, definitely look over and get your idea about what you want to do, and we'll take care of that when time comes.
Mhm. Indeedy.
Let's remove this.
But yeah.
Okay.
We stick to images.
Now, the thing is, there's only 3 movies left. And again, one of them is more a cameo in the film. John Cena being in Daddy's Home 2. Which
you can't see me. You can't see me.
We're not going to see that because I had to work at the movie theater when that movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I had to listen to Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All, which they play at the end of the movie in order to get everyone in the spirit. And they play it all in a movie theater on camera. That's the setting. I had to listen to that over and over and over and over for 2 months.
That sounds like what I was subjected to with Sonic Sonic Heroes when I was working at GameStop.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we're just going to acknowledge that that happened, not going anywhere near it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more surprising thing is probably the last 2 films because they are the only 2 that actually have the same wrestler in them. Now think about it.
Oh, I know who it is.
Who
in WWE
the A-lister
would have not 1, but 2 Christmas movies on this list?
The actor
himself, Mike Mazanet.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And one of them has Soraya in it.
Oh, it did?
Yep. She in like I think I forget the title of it, but one of them was The Miz was pretty much tapped as Santa's elf for one of them, and Soraya played Santa's daughter or something like that. And so they were very so they butted heads throughout the movie. And I believe in that movie, Maurice was able to punch Miz in the face, which was fun. That was probably the only entertaining part of the entire movie, and I blanking on the damn title. Like Santa's Little Helper or something. There you go, Santa's Little Helper. That's it.
Yep. No audio, no video.
No video. Gotta.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pause it.
Yep. So
there you go.
Oh,
but yeah,
the way it goes.
Scroll down. Just scroll
after
down.
getting fired from his job, a slick, fast-talking businessman, The Miz, is thrown into an elf competition to become Santa's next second in command. Put through the series of rigorous training exercises because it's The Miz, so he has to be athletic because the WWE has shown him doing wrestling movies and action movies like The Marine.
The
Miz and another aspiring elf go head to head. What was the rest of it saying? No, I don't want a canon in person. Go head to head in the hopes of becoming Santa's little helper. And here's the character's name. His name is Dax the Axe Ardwick.
Yeah.
That alone makes me want to strangle him.
Now we understand why The Miz is not Johnny Cage.
No, he's definitely not.
And they went with Carl Urban, which I'm like, that was the worst choice. See, everybody got silent when I said
and
that.
The thing is, it's got like some deep. It's got Mike and Soraya, sure, but it's also got Annalyn McCord, who I love. Annalyn McCord. Like anytime I see her in like something that's like, a woman scorned or something where she has to have like attitude or something. She is such a bitch to the core. I love it when she does it. And yes, you're right. Maurice is also in the movie too.
Yes. She's there too, as like a bartender or something like that.
Yeah, a little cameo.
See,
but then, in keeping with Mike the Miz Mizanin's track record of movies, just going through and seeing if there's anyone else. Yeah, there she is. Maurice
Biker chick.
Biker chick.
Biker 1, Biker 2.
Biker chick.
Young Dax.
But do you know the other Christmas film he did?
Yes. I actually have it pulled up right here. Christmas Bounty.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That one was made by WWE when they were trying to make their own little movies out of it. I was going to say, I got it shared right here if you wanted to see it.
He has done.
Yeah. So.
But
yeah,
just
Christmas
the poster
Bounty.
alone is like
awful. But
yeah.
It's just like the entire plot of it is just painful.
Yeah.
It's an NYC school
Look at his
teacher.
name.
Mikey Muscles.
Mikey
that is Vince McMahon all over that one.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be Mikey Muscles.
What's the first name? Dax the Axe or Mikey Muscles?
Biff Hard Cheese.
People in the chat, let us know which name is worse.
Mikey Muscles.
Beef, strong beef.
Horrible.
Like whoever came up with these names was like, you sitting
Brick
there.
Rock Chest.
No, that's probably You Can't See Me.
So what's the plot on this one? Yeah, NYC school teacher threatened by a man.
Jock push-ups.
Just a man.
Yeah, and NYC school teacher, former bounty hunter. So she returns to her parents in New Jersey to catch him.
Why are we being dragged through the mud on this? What did Jersey do to be involved? Like,
because we're
that's where WWE is.
Because we're the swamp of the United States of America.
But we're better than that.
Fair.
They call us the swamp.
The armpit. They call us the armpit of America.
Yeah.
But man, that's not right. It's not right.
And yet, we're the ones with the nicest beaches on the East Coast, in my opinion. Well, with few exceptions.
And soon to have amazing movie studios.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that.
Me too.
But yeah, Mike. We got Mikey. We got the Miz as Mikey Muscles. We got Francia as Tori Bell, the school teacher / bounty hunter. Action happens.
Is there any other wrestlers in this, or
I don't think so. Nah, I don't see any others.
No, just Miz.
Just the Miz.
I don't know where people got the idea of the Miz being an action star, but Lord knows WWE has given him enough chances.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, he could do B movies for sure. But yeah, it's like the rest of the list. Like I don't even see any wrestlers in bit parts, which that kind of surprises me given WWE loves using like just some of the random wrestlers as cameos or just bit spot parts.
Oh yeah, you ever see the movie MacGruber?
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Jericho and Sexual Chocolate.
Well,
I think Great Khali was in there too. I'm not sure.
Yeah. He was in The Longest Yard. I really like The Longest Yard.
Oh, The Longest Yard was great because honestly, the wrestlers suited those roles.
Yeah.
Like they were actually. It's like you need a bunch of burly guys beating each other up on the football field. Sure, grab a pile of pro wrestlers. That works.
Yeah, not
Hell,
The
most of
Rock
them probably play football.
But yeah, it's fair to say that like none of these movies have actually been any. What's the phrase I want to use? Good. With the exception of maybe the documentary. The documentary is probably
Well, you got the documentary and Santa's Sleigh. Those are probably the two good ones out of.
Santa's Sleigh is definitely for the schlock value.
But yeah, it's that one. That one's just a you know what you're expecting. The rest of them seem to take themselves a little far too seriously as serious Christmas movie, and no.
Sometimes you just have to not take yourself so seriously, but
they're better off found on Hallmark too.
Yeah, even Hallmark movies are usually better about this.
That's what I'm saying. They're on like Hallmark 2, like the Ocho of Hallmark channels.
Wait, there's a second Hallmark channel?
No, there isn't.
No.
But they'd be better suited for something like that.
Yes. I'd probably vanish if it was.
No. Well, anyway, that is our Christmas episode. Hopefully you have found much mirth and merriment in it as we have. And
I feel sorry.
That's where you want to go with that?
Yes. Only the two were good. Like I like the Bill Goldberg one and the documentary.
Yes.
The others, it's like I feel sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at it this way. We showed you these movies so that's way you don't happen to fall prey to them.
Yeah.
That is our Christmas gift to you.
We watch it so you don't have to.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah, because what's going to happen is you're going to have some shucks monk coming, just watching this, and be like, the film ain't that bad.
Exactly.
They warned me.
Indeed.
But with that being said, we here at Jabronis United and Stream Punk Combat and Stream Punk Entertainment in general want to wish each and every one of you a very happy and safe holiday, a Merry Christmas to all a good night, yada, yada, yada.
And a Happy New Year.
And we will see you for the final Jabronis United of 2023 next week. So do come back. Make sure you subscribe. Get us to that 300 mark. So this way we can do more with the channel. And we will see you next week. But on behalf of Speaker, on behalf of just Dayveonne Boosie and myself, the real deal Ryan O'Regan, this is Jabronis United.
K7 Sniper.
I said Sniper.
You didn't.
Stay humble, but also stay merry.
There he goes.